on the agenda was the significance of the seafood industry to Massachusetts and for Marshfield, Situate. No, this is, no, please. We are done, because I'm going to note that those folks are actually heading down to New Bedford.
To meet me.
To meet you. They're going to come here. There's a very exciting announcement you're making down in New Bedford on behalf of our Marshfield and Situate commercial fishermen. Thank you very much for all your efforts to help them. They're a huge part of our economy as well. Governor, thank you so very much for coming today. We appreciate it.
Say as they say in church, as I take my seat or I take my leave, I thank you all for thinking out ahead. One of the things that I experienced when I was in business, some of you know I was a senior executive at the Coca-Cola Company at Texaco. I've been on the boards of companies, public and private, large and small, and that pressure in those enterprises to manage for the next quarter, to get the short-term returns. Sometimes at the expense of the long-term interests of the enterprise is something that has worried me for a long time. And I've noticed that that behavior has crept into the way we govern. That we govern for the next election cycle, sometimes for the next news cycle. And we aren't making the kinds of decisions today that serve our long-term interests, especially if they don't have a short-term political payoff. That is something we are trying to do differently in this administration. That is something that Tim Murray and I committed to when we came in. And so I know that the infrastructure work is the unglamorous part of governing, but infrastructure, innovation, and education have been the pillars of our growth strategy. That is the reason why we are growing jobs in the Commonwealth faster than every other state in America right now, and why we want to keep it going. I want to keep this going because there are an awful lot of people who still need a way, who still need a chance. And they're looking for those opportunities all over the South Shore and all over the Commonwealth. And because you are joining us in a thought process about the long term and then taking some real action on it, I think that's how we're making a difference. So I thank you all for your partnership. Thanks for having me.